One of the most important things for us is being able to guard the basketball. So we spend at least 10 or 15 minutes every day in practice guarding the basketball. And here I'll show you the two drills we use the most. We have a bunch of other ones, but these are the two most common. The first one is what we call sideline one-on-one. We narrow the area the basketball can be in to make it a little easier on the defender. So we take the kids and we put them down on the baseline, and we use the baseline as one out of bounds, so she can't dribble there. And then we use an imaginary line where the free throw line would be. So the ball handler has to stay in this alley. The defender's job is to try to get her to turn as many times as she can. We aren't trying to steal the basketball, so we tell our kids to keep our hands wide. We don't want to do any swiping, because typically what happens when kids are in their stance and they swipe at the basketball, their momentum takes them away from where the ball's going. We try to do positioning, and usually by positioning, the ball handler will give us the basketball. The other key thing for us is if Paige is guarding Shelby, Paige wants to keep her head where the basketball is. So if I start to dribble this way, Paige has to get way out here. If she doesn't get far enough out here and stays even with my body, the basketball player or the person with the ball actually has her beat. She's got to get this far. Then when they change direction, she's going to have to turn, sprint, run, do whatever she has to get her head out here again. We also encourage our kids to try to be physical in this. Try to use their lower body, their legs, so that they can turn them physically. Anything with the hands is easy to call. You can be fairly physical down below your waist. So we'll have Paige and Shelby go here. Then just go to the other end and stop. Okay? Go. Turn her. Cut her off. Cut her off. Good. So again, we get two things out of this. We get ball handling and we get our defensive stuff. Go ahead. Turn her, Jordan. Turn her, turn her, turn her. Cut her off. Good. Okay, get her turned, Tia. Turn her. Good. Turn her again. Turn her, cut her off. Good. Right idea. You're going to take one more step out. One of the things that's most difficult for our players is they get frozen, and if Shelby's playing defense, she actually starts to back up. This is the worst move you can make on defense, going straight back. You always have to be moving to the side. So what we try to get our kids to do, and again, this is something we drill during the season, not as much during the summer here, is we want to get up into Paige so that she feels like she can only go one way. If I stay back like this, Paige can do whatever she wants. And a lot of times good ball handlers will just kind of dribble till you get your feet going and then go around you. So we want to really get up here. When that ball gets put on the floor, we want to try to cut them off and be physical. So now she only has one direction she can go again. We get her going that way. We try to sprint out here, cut her off again. So really we're only having to defend one direction at a time. If we start to move backwards like this at all, I got to try to defend three straight at me and both right and left. And that's a situation where people fall down and then you're on YouTube, and that's not a good thing. So, all right, we'll see if Shelby can get her turned a couple times here. Go ahead. There's one. Good. Cut her off. Good, Shelby. Turn her again. Good. Turn her. Good. All right. Pretty good. That's not too bad. Okay. Ready, Elena? Go. Cut her off. Good. Now cut her off again. Good. She's out of bounds. Good job. Jordan, quit cheating. The one thing that we don't want to have happen is to get beat off that first dribble. Go ahead. Okay, there we go. Don't reach. Good. Cut her off. There we go. Cut her off. Sprint. All right. And that was better. She guarded for the first 3 or 4 dribbles, 5 dribbles, so she did a much better job, especially not getting beat off the first dribble.